The information in this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is not meant to treat, diagnose, or cure anything. Please consult a medical professional before attempting anything in this video.
When I first got out of the hospital, I had too many broken bones to try to walk again. After becoming tragically addicted to pain pills, I ended up in a drug rehab and finally got clean. My body decided that it was finally time to heal. Today, I'm going to share everything I tried on my journey to walk again on my own, 6 years after my accident. Due to the controversial nature of today's video, it will probably be demonetized by YouTube. If you've gotten any value from my videos in the past, it would really mean a lot to me if you could support me on Patreon. Not only will you be supporting the future of this channel, but you'll also get access to my uncensored behind-the-scenes podcast and early access to videos before anyone else sees them. I want to make more videos like this, but without your support, I'll have to work around YouTube's rules and keep things a little more advertiser-friendly. Alright, so let's start from the beginning. Back in 2010, I was injured right before my 21st birthday as a result of a 50-foot fall onto concrete.
Just 10 days shy of turning 21, Richard Corbett fell 50 feet and is now confined to a wheelchair.
I broke both my legs, the force of impact on my butt sent a shockwave through my spine, blowing out multiple vertebrae, and the L2 vertebrae burst so hard it sent shards of bone into my spinal cord, paralyzing me from the waist down. Ooh. When I finally arrived at the spinal cord injury rehab hospital, my legs were broken so bad that I wasn't allowed to put weight on them. 4 months after my accident, I was cleared to walk and was fitted with a leg brace and 2 crutches, but I wasn't allowed to go on the treadmills or walking machines because I had developed a blood clot in my leg that could break free and kill me. 3 months after getting my leg brace and crutches, I left the hospital with the ability to stand on my right leg while holding onto something, but not being able to walk. I became frustrated because my progress was slowed down and I didn't like how slow and clunky I was with my crutches and brace. So I decided to accept my wheelchair and move on to school and work.
There was a huge state of denial. There was a larger state of anger and blame. And then it got to the point where I just said, this is who I am now. And instead of trying to get out of the chair and try to fight through rehab, I just said, I'm going to be the best I am in the chair. I'm going to do everything I used to do better. And so far, that's been working out great.
There was a 3-year period here where addiction slowly crept into my life and caused my health to deteriorate. This was the lowest point in my life, and I considered ending it multiple times. To keep this video on track, I'm not going to go into all that right now. But lucky for you, if you want to know exactly what went down, you can go read my untold story, which is linked down below. When I first got clean, one of the first things I started caring about was my health, since my addiction had taken that away from me. I had to start eating again because I was malnourished and underweight, and I had to relearn all the basic activities of daily living and form a schedule around me and a routine for my life. Unfortunately, I ended up eating too much, and because I wasn't working out, over the next 2 years I became 40 pounds overweight. I always thought getting clean would make me happy and healthy, but I was actually fat and depressed. I finally decided it was time to make a change. One of the first things I did was go to my doctor and get a complete blood test to make sure everything was A-okay. What I found out is that my testosterone levels were low. This is actually quite common for males with spinal cord injuries. My doctor and I decided to put me on testosterone replacement therapy, or TRT for short. This involved weekly intramuscular injections and regular blood work to make sure I was responding correctly. Testosterone is great for guys in wheelchairs because it strengthens your muscles, bones, can reduce body fat, and even improve your mood. These are extremely beneficial if you want to be able to walk again. After my hormone levels got optimized, I started seeing the benefits and was inspired to start eating better and get back in the gym. I was into bodybuilding before my accident, so I already knew the right way to eat, but working out in a wheelchair was a completely new experience to me. I had to figure out how to adapt every exercise to fit my body. This was really hard at first because I thought I could never work out with the same intensity that I had before. One of the challenges I had to overcome was doing some sort of cardio. I knew my right leg was capable of pedaling a stationary bike, and my left leg was just starting to wake up because I wasn't poisoning myself with drugs anymore. I started pedaling a stationary bike as much as I could, focusing on all the muscles in my left leg while using my right leg to help. What I found out when I started moving heavy weight with my upper body is that my legs would start to fire and react, which totally was unexpected, but makes total sense when you think about how the body works. So I remember one time I was underneath a bench press and I was bench pressing really heavy and I was pushing the weight so far forward that out of nowhere my left leg, which is my weak one, kicked out and stomped on the ground.
What the?
Completely unexpected. I had no idea my left leg could even do that. But it was really kind of a strange situation because your entire body is getting tense and you're focusing on moving weight. The entire body tries to clench and my left leg just said, hey, our body needs balance. Boom, and it just planted. One day, I was hanging out at my place with one of my bodybuilder friends on the day that I took my TRT injection. He asked me why I was taking so little, and then I explained why. He suggested I look into more hardcore bodybuilding steroids. I'd considered it because I knew that bigger doses equal bigger results, but I was concerned about cheating. And he was like, bro, who are you cheating? Those little legs? I thought that was pretty funny. This totally changed my perspective on it. And if you're trying to heal, you're not cheating anyone but yourself. After our conversation, I did a ton of research on my own because I wanted to get strong, but I also wanted to stay safe. He taught me how to buy steroids online, and pretty soon I started taking larger doses of testosterone, DECA, and growth hormone at the appropriate doses for me and my body. However, my friend was able to show me how to get blood tests from a lab and how to read them. Due to the nature of spinal cord injury, sometimes we have to play outside the rules of the FDA. Many of you may know about international medical tourism. This is kind of the same thing, in my opinion. After I got strong, lost a bunch of weight, and gained some function in my legs, I decided to seek out the type of neuro recovery I would have received when I first got hurt if I hadn't had broken legs. It was really expensive, but I figured it didn't hurt to try, and I wanted to see what I could get out of it. After doing two-hour sessions a week for about 3 months, I realized that I could do all the exercise on my own at my gym, and decided to do that instead. So, what did I gain after all that? I was finally able to walk around my house unassisted. Awesome! I was finally able to walk around in public with a crutch for short distances. Double awesome! I made it as far as I wanted to go. Sure, I could have spent thousands of hours and thousands of dollars to get more back, but I'm happy with what I've got. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm not a doctor. This is just my personal experience. Remember, all bodies are different. That means you react differently to different things. This is my story, this is my journey, and this is my experience. Please consult a physician before you try anything you've seen in this video. And know that just because it worked for me doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna work for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. And if you're new here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any videos. Like I mentioned before, this video is probably demonetized by YouTube, so if you want to support me in the future of this channel, please be sure to jump on Patreon, links down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.